I'd like to introduce my last introduction for the evening. Your executive officers are in front of you. We have Cindy Swan-Egan on the far side there. We have Kevin Beaver, and this is President-elect Jeff Phillips. And there's another gentleman over in the here.
All right. Sometimes you just know you're in the presence of greatness. If I knew nothing about John Bourgeois, the first time I met him, you just knew. Even if you didn't know a long list of things he's done, which I listed in your program, and I will not repeat in front of you. Even if you didn't know that, as soon as you meet a man, you know there's something great here. So it's truly my pleasure to introduce to you one of the pillars of our field. You can read his bio. I hope you get to spend time with him and experience his passion, friendship, wit, knowledge, and graciousness. This is truly a great man. It is with great honor and respect that I get to present to you our friend, Goldman Award recipient, John Bourgeois.
President Lee, and I see in the back of the room one of my very, very dearest friends and one of the champions of this organization, Dorothea.
Why can't you do it?
Will you stand, please?
John wants you to stand.
Like she's late, and the reason is that you may not know this, but especially at ABA, we call her a lounge lizard. Sorry, Dorothy. It's great to be here in Milwaukee, and in the company of the finest band people in the world. I'm especially honored to be your keynote speaker, but to paraphrase former Senator Robert Dole at the commencement of the Washington University, quote, "The role of the keynote speaker is similar to the role played by the body at a funeral. They cannot hold the event without you, but no one expects you to sing it." I also recall once attending a luncheon in Texas with a large group of bandmasters, all of whom were bragging about the difficulty and the number of tunes they would be performing on their upcoming concert. One guy really looked worried. It was all he could do to prepare just two simple pieces. A gray-haired veteran, sensing this, leaned over and whispered, "Don't worry, son. When was the last time you heard anyone leaving an elementary school concert complaining that it was too short?" With these two admonitions as my guide, we should be done with this in about 2 minutes. This week's meeting of the American School Bandmasters Band Directors Association represents the true spirit of camaraderie and musical collegiality, and it gives us a chance to share common problems and the opportunity to seek solutions. We are honoring the past and forging into the future, all the while remembering the vision of Dale Harris and the founding fathers that formed ASBDA. We are both energized and humble. Each of us will take something special with us when this meeting ends, but what that something special is depends on the individual experience. Will we walk away committed to our own personal goals, or will we leave recommitted to the greater good of the organization? Will we experience both? From its beginning, ASBDA's roots were nourished by teachers who were steeped in the classical disciplines of the arts and humanities. Disciplines where only the best was considered worthy of study and emulation. Disciplines that were to teach our young student musicians and to inspire them to service focused on the highest ideals. I would like to believe that those ideals of the classical art will survive and thrive, and that they will be what are remembered as the best of our time. To a great extent, we are on the front line in holding these standards sacred and ensuring that it is the best, not the most popular, that prevails. Today, as we assess a renewed sense of purpose, so too must we begin our recommitment to the classical art and to teach our students to hold to high standards by our example. And if that is the legacy and future of ASBDA, what then is the legacy of music we will leave behind? My concern is that it is a legacy which emphasizes height over substance, height over standards. I call it the more is better phenomenon, or the three tenor syndrome. This is not only evident in the entertainment industry, but it has bled over into our own discipline. Take the current trend in wind band writing, with its louder, faster, higher approach to composition. The excessive reliance on drum corps style percussion breaks, the aleatory gimmick, and the brutalization of instruments beyond the limits of recognition as an attempt at creative orchestration. While it is a given that an artist must generally appeal to the public to achieve success, we cannot compromise art for the sake of the public. I do not and will not accept that commercial success is proof of artistic worth. And so, in this day of breaking records, be it home run or endurance, or of that newest version of Billy Muzak, the ubiquitous Kenny G, perhaps finally we found a justification for the saxophone. Spare us, please. Take back the height and give us back the standards. The reason I personally enjoy being with band directors is because they, or I should say you, are the people that get things done. You are the people serving in the trenches, battling the bureaucracy of school boards. You are the tireless teachers attempting to produce music programs, while some administrators feel that music, and especially band, is an unnecessary thrill. Too often, in our back-to-basics attitude toward education, we overlook what is truly important: how to be thinking, feeling individuals. If we do not teach our young people that, we are neglecting a critical element of their education. Some 2,400 years ago, Plato prescribed the ideal curriculum for the most promising children: music and sports until 16, then mathematics and moral philosophy. The implication then, as now, is that the study of music makes an individual more capable in all disciplines. The students that we see on our stages today are not only learning to be better readers and writers by studying and playing music, they are learning that what is truly important in life is not what you are, it's how you live. And they are learning that there are things in the human heart and spirit that cannot be expressed by words alone. Music teaches our children not only to do the thing right, but also to do the right thing. We must continue to fight for music programs in our communities, programs that reach all segments of our communities, because losing them is a mistake no one can afford. We have entered an age where the school reform movement is having a growing impact on public school music. We live in the age of robotics, the computer, the electric synthesizer, and the general degradation of government and social structures. We're living in the age of apathy. And we might very well ask, why does the world need bands? In an article in the A2 magazine of September 1930, John Philip Sousa answered that question, quote, "Why does the world need bands? Why does the world need flowers, sunlight, religion, the laughter of children, moonlight in the mountains? Why indeed? Because the world has a soul, a spirit which is hungry for beauty and inspiration." It seems that contrary to proof that there is a direct correlation between music education and success in later life, administrators are still attempting to take music and the arts out of the curriculum and replace them with an emphasis on math and science. I just can't imagine a robotic automaton crying or either viewing the Pieta or listening to the Mozart record. As a past and proud recipient of ASBDA's A. Austin Harding Award, I welcome you to this meeting, which I hope you will use as an opportunity for dialogue. This is a wonderful venue to get together and make an impact on the care and maintenance of that most vital of American institutions, the school band. Thank you so much.